talk openly about it.
如果他对你有什么意见，有什么要矫正，他一定会邀请你坐下来，然后跟你当面直说。
But if he's just sitting there waiting on God, listening to music, reading the Bible, it means that he's very happy with himself and very happy with you as well.
如果他只是很安静的坐在那边听音乐、读圣经、默想神，那代表他现在真的很高兴，而且他也很高兴你在这里。
See, this story highlights the fact that unless we have revelation, his presence clarifies for us how he looks at discipline, we won't value discipline.
所以这个故事就告诉我们看到说，我们除非了解当这个人表达出来的背后他心里面真正的意涵，我们不能够了解到神的管教是什么意思。
And we won't appreciate and trust that God is still very, very good in the process of discipline.
我们就没有办法相信在神管教我们的过程里，他仍然是喜悦我们，他仍然是好的神。
Yes, one of the powerful ways he disciplines is through the withdrawal of his presence.
其中有一个他管教我们的方法，就是他离开他的同在，向着我们离开他的同在。
Because he wants us to taste how painful it is when we are not connected with him.
他要我们实际上尝到这个滋味，当他不在我们身边的时候，感觉起来有多糟。
To taste in a real way when we are trusting in false securities.
所以他要让我们实际真的尝到那是什么样的一个滋味，当我们不相信他，却是在这些假的安全感里面。
But the heart of God is that when he's withdrawing his presence, he is in pain himself.
但事实是，当神拿走他跟我们的同在的时候，他自己也是很痛苦的。
Because he would rather that his presence is fully with you.
因为他真是宁愿要把他的同在都完全的和你在一起。
Remember, the first motivation is him wanting to be near you, not you wanting to be near
你
him.
要记得，第一个动机是他先想要跟你在一起，不是你先想要跟他在一起。
So if you can see that, because he came to sinful men who are still his enemies, right?
所以
Jesus.
你看到耶稣是怎么样，在你还是他的仇敌的时候，他就为你而来到世界上。
He expresses his desire before we express our desire.
他先向你表达出他心中的渴望，在你向他表达之前。
So in this way, we begin to have revelation that, when he disciplines us this way and withdraws his presence, his motivation is the restoration, not the ending of it.
所以我们在这里就显现出来，当神向我们抽离他的同在的时候，但事实上不是出于他想要远离我们，乃是出于他想要更多的渴望我们跟他同在。
When we find ourselves in our weakness and we are in disagreement with God, his motivation is to restore agreement, not to end relationship.
当我们心中有软弱，当我们心中有错误，我们想要远离神的时候，而那个动机来让神管教我们，是因为他很想要恢复那样的一个渴慕，而不是要结束这一个渴慕。
When he makes his felt presence disappear, it's not rejection.
当他抽离他与我们的同在的时候，不代表他拒绝了我们。
Discipline is not rejection.
他的管教不是等于拒绝。
Discipline is meant to create deeper fellowship.
他的管教，他的意义是为了创造更深的关系。
The testimony here says that she went out looking, and the moment she found him, deeper fellowship.
所以这里的见证就是看到这个苏拉密女被激动，在晚上要愿意起来寻找她爱的，而当她一找到的时候，她就紧紧的抱住
I'm
他，
not going to let you go. See?
然后说：“我再也不会让你走了。”你看到吗？
And plus, did you see it? It says, before I even passed these people, suddenly I found him.
所以他就说，就是我正经过路上这些人的时候，我是突然之间看到他。
So it's like God was actually just kind of playing hide and seek with us.
所以就像是神在跟我们玩躲猫猫而已。
He makes us feel that he's so far away, but the moment our heart begins to move, here I am, I'm here, we're
其实
okay.
他只是跟我们玩躲猫猫，他好像躲起来了，他在等候我们的心，主动的想要出来找他。就当我们一冲出去，他就马上跳出来说：“啊，对，我还在。”
Because it's not about rejection.
因为他没有要拒绝我们的意
It's
思，
about restoring deeper fellowship.
因为他是想要恢复一个更深的关
It's
系，
about creating more deeper fellowship.
是他想要创造出更多更深的关系，
It's about drawing out of us a deeper response of obedience.
他是希望把我们里面的更深的顺服能够牵引出来。
So as we begin to understand this about God,
所以我们要开始了解到神这个背后他真正的
the
心意，
dynamics of His presence and His lack of presence in our weakness.
神的同在与他缺乏他的同在是怎么样的旨意来面对我们的缺乏。
And as we keep getting more revelation regarding this,
当我们有对于这个更多的启示的时候，
that brings healing.
What?
That brings that inner healing that we're
他就
talking.
带来了我们心中的医治。
It heals us of how authorities on this earth have treated us, have disciplined us.
他也医治了我们在这个世界的体制下面那个管教对我们来说有怎么样的伤害。
Because He reveals to us, no, I as your God, as your Father, don't feel the way those people do. Don't do the things that they do.
所以他向我们启示说，我是父神，我是你的神，我是你的主，我不是像其他这些人这样子对你做事情。
Most of the fears that we have that causes us not to be able to obey God is because we believe He's not safe enough.
所以我们很多的经历告诉我们，我们心里面不愿意去顺服神，都是因为我们以为他不够安全，让我们去信任他。
But He is motivated. He is committed
但是神却是这样子的渴望，他是这样的主动，他已经决定了，
to heal us so that we can actually believe.
他已经委身在这个任务里面，要来医治我们，好叫我们可以信任他。
Believe Him for who He really is.
我们可以这样的信任他，信任他就是的那一位。
And if you keep reading on past chapter 3,
如果你看过这个雅歌第3章，
suddenly after she finds Him and grabs onto Him, the next part of Song of Songs is she begins to have revelation that He is a safe God.
所以透过这样的一个过程，当这个苏拉密女在街上终于找到他而紧紧抱住他之后呢，这位神开始向他显现，他是一位安全的神。
So in this process,
在这过程中，
oh God, your presence is so good. Let's just hang out here.
所以在一开始他说：“神，你真是一个好神。”我们就这样一直彼此待着。
This is what life is about, hanging out here and enjoying your presence.
生命就应该是如此，我们就留在这里，然后一直享受着你的同
And
在
He。says, yes, my presence is great. I'd like to enjoy you, but life is a lot more about life is about more than that.
但是神说：“是的，是的，这样是很棒的。但是生命还有更多、更多、更棒的，超过这些。
We can always come back to the banqueting table.
我们可以总是回来到这个宴席的桌上。
But I want to give you of myself, my presence, where you will boldly run with me into the mountains.
但是我要给你一个更强的同在，是你可以勇敢的跟随我来穿越这些山岭。
And every hindrance that you feel, every lack of desire, lack of motivation, fear, can only be resolved by more revelation about who I am.
你里面的那些恐惧，你里面的那些惧怕，都可以，当我给你更多的同在的时候，你就可以胜过了。
I will invite you to bigger mountains
我要邀请你到更高的山，
because that will allow you to discover more false securities in your life.
那会让你发现你心里面那些更多的假的安全感。
And my presence will draw you. My lack of presence even will cause you to want to come to me again.
我的同在可以帮助你，而如果我抽离开我的同在呢，这也会给你更多的渴慕，想要再次经历我，
So that you will know me in a deeper way.
所以你会更深的认识到我，
And that you'll be able to now come run with me to those mountains.
然后你就可以跟随着我到达那些高山里
And
面，
we'll do it over again.
然后我们就这样一次又一次，一次又一次的做。
So that your prayer,
所以你的祷告，
draw me away and I will run after you,
你的祷告说：“愿你吸引我，我就快跑跟随你。”
would not just be a philosophical prayer, but it would be an actual fruit in your life.
所以它不再只是一个心理上面的 祷告说一说而已，而它是一个很实际的生命。
His presence
他的同在
being his powerful tool
成为了一个很有力量的工具，
to bring us to mature relationship, which means mature partnership.
所以带领我们进到与神很成熟的关系，很成熟的伙伴关系里。
When he disciplines us,
当他管教我们，
it's never about rejection.
从来就不是从拒绝而出来的，
It's never about, I just need to let loose my anger.
从来就不是他只是需要他的生气来的宣泄。
It's never about, you're going to have to figure out on your own, and then I'll talk to you.
绝对跟那个你必须自己想清楚，以后我才要跟你说话，跟这个没有关系。
It's never about, you wrong me this way, I'm going to pay you tenfold.
从来就跟这个无关，说你这样子对我这么差，我要10倍的奉还你。
It's never about, let's go into the mountains, and when we get halfway up, I'm going to check out, and you're going to be left up there.
这绝对无关于说我们一起到山上去，我们走一半路的时候，我要再跟你测试一下，不然我就把你丢在路上。
But in reality, these are all of the misconceptions that we have about God.
其实这些我刚才讲的都是我们过去对神的真实错误的认知，
Through human experience,
是透过人的经验里面，
the enemy comes and sows seeds of false conclusions.
这些仇敌来攻击我们，然后种下了这些错误的结论在我们里面。
And the way we get healed is that the false conclusions gets replaced by truth.
然后我们在这个内在医治的过程里，就可以看到这些过去的错误的结论可以被神的真理来
Gets
取代，
replaced by who he really is,
被神到底真正是谁来取代，
how he really thinks,
他真正在想什么，
what are his real motivations,
他真正的动机是什么，
and how he processes it.
然后他怎么样来处理这个过程。
So, because of time, we can only talk about this part. There's another absence of God's presence that's later on in the Song of Songs.
在雅歌里面还有另外一个阶段讲到神的这个离开，但是我们今天只能讲到这。
This absence of presence is the divine discipline to cause greater obedience.
在接下来这样的一个神离开他的同在，是要带出我们对他更多的顺服。
The other disappearance of his presence is meant to deepen trust.
在他第二次的离开，他的同在是要把我们带进更深厚的信任里面。
It's like advanced level lack of presence lessons.
是一个缺乏神同在的一课，但是是一个更进阶版的，
Such an important component of our walk with God.
所以里面一样是一个组成，让我们来跟随走在跟随神的道路上。
That category is something that I have wrestled through for the last 10, 12 years of my life.
哇，在我过去的10到12年的人生里面，这样的一个主题就是我一直在跟神在挣扎摔跤的，
Challenging, but such a rewarding journey.
是充满了挑战，但却是一个充满了奖赏的路。
But both are meant for mature relationship and mature partnership.
但这两者都是为了我们成熟在他的同在，也成熟在与他的伙伴关系里面。
Okay, let's pray.
OK， 我们来祷告。